Hello everybody and welcome back to some Enter the Gungeon Hardmode. We are back once again. This time we're playing as little old Marini Reen. We're going to jump right into some runs. But first of all, I just wanted to sort of ask you guys how you've been enjoying the series. Sort of get some feedback on what people have been thinking. If people want to see any differences, stuff like that. I've been really enjoying hard mode quite a lot. It's been really fun. I'm looking forward to any updates to it that may be coming in the future. I know Spcreat isn't actively working on it right now, but I'm sure it'll get changed and updated in the future. And it should be interesting to find out sort of how people have been enjoying the series. It's always fun to hear. But yeah, we're going to jump right in again as Marine and see what we can get done. This room, to start, a bit spicy. But yes, I'm actually going to start off this episode by talking about a few other games, which is a little bit strange, but I'll go for it anyways. First of all, I don't know how many of you watch a lot of my other series. I know some people are here just for Gungeon, but if you haven't really watched any of them, I would recommend them. One of the series that I've been really enjoying at the minute, and I have been for a while actually, I do a series called Roguelike Roulette on the weekends. Obviously, most people will know about that. I play like different roguelikes, and I kind of rotate them every now and again. It basically gives me like once a week an opportunity to play new games on the channel without losing at the sort of quality. Oh my god, this is a terrible room. Without sort of losing the quality series like Enter the Gungeon and Binding of Isaac and whatever we have on the third slot. Like at the minute we have Hades and we previously had Undermine, and also Undermine will be coming back kind of soonish. I know there's a content update coming from that game fairly soon. It's going to be a pretty large one, so I'm looking forward to that. But one of the big series that's been on Roguelike Roulette for a little while now is actually Nuclear Throne, and there's been some changes to that series as of late. For first off, I have to say that if any of you haven't seen the thumbnails for Nuclear Throne, my god, they're amazing. My artist Skull, who does a lot of my thumbnails, well, I say a lot, all of my thumbnails, except for Minecraft and the podcast with Never Named. Both the Never Named ones are done by Sir Wow. But yeah, everything else done by Skull. And yeah, he did an absolutely amazing job. Some really, really cool thumbnails. Did basically a custom TurtleMelon styled character for every different character in Nuclear Throne, which I absolutely loved. That's so heckin' cool. And I'm going to be getting a poster, or I've ordered a poster. I'm going to be getting the poster pretty soon of all the characters in sort of like a collage sort of thing, and it looks really good. But anyways, on to what I actually was going to talk about. So, those of you might have watched a few episodes here and there, the Nuclear Throne series. I might have started watching it towards the end and haven't kept up with it. But the most recent episode I did of it, and future episodes, are actually going to include a mod called the Territorial Expansion mod. And it's essentially like Expand the Gungeon, but for Nuclear Throne. And I'd actually go as far as to say it's probably a bit bigger than Expand the Gungeon is. It's probably got a little bit more to it. Oh damn, I'm taking a lot of damage here. But I've been really enjoying it. I played one episode with it, and I've been playing a little bit in my free time. But actually, a few hours before recording this video, I did a stream of it, and a lot of the developers of the mod actually got involved, and it was so nice. It was so enjoyable to play that mod with all of you guys joining the stream, but as well as the actual creators of the mod giving some feedback on some things and getting their advice and some stuff like that. And I don't know, one thing that always keeps me coming back to YouTube, like, I've never sort of been the person where I get super invested in the... Oh, that's very nice. Also, Spare Blank's pretty nice too. I've never been the sort of person that's super invested and like really uptight or constantly checking how many views I'm getting. I mean, it's nicer to get more views, sure, but I'm never going to be super displeased if I get lower views on a series, because I do this for me. As long as someone's out there enjoying it, then I'm happy pretty much. As long as I'm not uploading videos for literally no one, then usually oh my god, got hit straight away. Usually I'm enjoying myself, and one of the big things, oh my god, that attack is so brutal. One of the big things I love about YouTube, and like I said, one of the things that keeps me coming back, is the ability to engage with the communities of the games I play in such a huge way, and especially to engage with the modding communities of the games I play. Of course, I've got big involvement with Enter the Gungeons modding community, testing Nevername's mods, and then working with Apache on Expand the Gungeon, and dipping my fingers in a few of the other mods. But also, I've got sort of fingers in the Binding of Isaac modding. I've been testing out a mod for that, and I have a few of the developers of the mods I play watching my content, which it's so good. And then like things like the Darkest Dungeon series and stuff, I've got sort of a few of the modders there that I've spoken to personally. And yeah, it's just really nice to be able to have such a connection with the communities of the games I play. And another one that's actually huge, oh my god, another one that's actually huge for that, that I really, really enjoy having a connection with is Undermine. Undermine, I have a pretty good relationship, I wouldn't say friendship, but like relationship with the developers of the game. They know about my content, they've watched it, and they've supported my channel. They've sent me free codes for giveaways, and they've supported my streams and things like that when I've had them, and it's super nice to see. And that's like kind of the one big thing that always, if I ever feel down about YouTube, which it happens time to time, you can ask literally any content creator out there, however little or many views they get, any content creator out there, you're going to get a bit down about your content every now and again and maybe think, oh, is it really as good as I think it is? Or is it really worth me doing this? The time investment, like should I keep continuing? I've had those thoughts before, and I know plenty of other content creators have. It happens from time to time. But that is the one thing that without fail, I always, if I think about it, I always think like, well, I would hate to lose this. Having such a strong connection to the games and the modding communities, and being able to help out with like beta testing or giving ideas for mods and stuff, it's one thing I've always wanted to do. Like, as much as I kind of had a conversation with Nevernamed about this on one of the podcasts, but I kind of sort of go over it again here. I really like being the ideas guy. Like, I'm not super, like, I have done stuff before, but I'm not like super involved practically with modding. I don't make a lot of things, but I really like sort of offering up my ideas and feedback and testing things like that. And now, like I said, I talked about this Nevernamed. There is such thing as the ideas guy, which is known to be quite bad, actually. The ideas guy has a pretty bad name, because most of the time the ideas guy is pretty obnoxious. Will be like, I have an idea, please go and make it, because I want it. And they'll have absolutely no idea if the mod is possible, or anything about how to make it. They'll just suggest a mod and expect it to get made. And a lot of them will expect people to use their ideas because they're amazing and the best things ever. And they get a bit of a bad rap. So I try not to be that guy. I mean, I'm sure to some people in the past I have been. I'm sure that's something that happens from time to time. People hear my ideas or hear my feedback and think, what's this nonsense on about? But I hope it's not too often. And it's nice to sort of fill the role that I want in some modding capacity with a few different games that I love to play. Nuclear Throne, I've slowly but surely been getting more integrated in that community. And sort of getting more involved with people. Like, I know that a lot of you will know this name, Wondrous, one of the speedrunners from Enter the Gungeon. He's actually quite a big Nuclear Throne player. He's got a few records in Nuclear Throne for speedrunner, or at least has had a few records. And he's like run a few races with people. He uploads a decent amount of Nuclear Throne content. So it's been kind of nice having that sort of him to bridge the gap when I've been seeing him stream and been getting involved with the community there. And then this territorial expansion mod has just recently got a big new update and a tab on the Discord, so I've been kind of getting involved there. And people have been in the art channel have been really enjoying seeing Skull's renditions of my TurtleMelon versions of characters. A few of them many people have called cursed, but it's been interesting. And yeah, I don't know, modding is such like an interesting thing to me. Like, as much as the base games, you can see them for what they are, and you can love them so much just based on the default content. But I think roguelikes especially, like, they're kind of designed to be played to death. The whole aspects and uniqueness of their gameplay style kind of leads itself, or lends itself at least, to you exhausting all possible options and playing the game for far longer than the devs probably ever thought you would. And I think that's why modding is such like a big part of roguelikes, because it just there's so many untapped markets, like so many, especially Enter the Gungeon with its constant references to other games. There's just so many things that it could have done that it didn't, and I think modding's a really good outlet for people to express. I mean, it really is express themselves or express their creativity as part of a game they love. I know for a fact that that's a... Ooh, we don't want that. Love the item. It's actually an item that I gave Never the idea for, but I'm not going to pick it up because it's not very good for hard mode. Stops us from getting master rounds, and it turns master rounds that we currently have into damage upgrades, which damage is nice, but for us right now, not so good. But yeah, like, I know especially for someone like Nevernamed, it's a really big outlet for his creativity because it allows him to reference things that he loves, as well as practice his art. I know that he's been working on this mimic gun. I'm not going to spoil it too much because I think we're going to do a pretty decently long podcast on this weapon when it's released. But I know that he's got this sort of mimic gun coming up, which is really, really cool, and he has put an absurd amount of time and effort into both making it and designing it, and it's super exciting to sort of see it come to fruition. Okay, that was pretty bad. Oh my god. That attack is so difficult to dodge. Okay, that was the biggest lag spike I've ever seen. I've used 2 of my blanks already. Let's be careful here. Oh my god. This is not going so hot. Okay, apparently I got hit by that wave then. I beg to differ. But apparently that's what happened. But yeah, I think for me, like, being a helping hand with some of these modders and sort of suggesting some of my ideas or feedback, I think that allows me to sort of take part or at least get a little bite of that creative process. As much as I'm not a brilliant artist or anything. Oh my god, we're so gonna die. As much as I'm not like a brilliant artist or maybe my ideas aren't even the best out there, I still think it's really fun and interesting to be able to get my ideas into some of the mods. And one of the big things for me as well is room creation. Like, although I've slowed down my room creation process a lot, in my prime of doing it, I was creating a lot. A lot. Okay, nice. We should probably buy some HP while we have the chance. Do you know what? I'll buy all of this. What's this in here? If that's a glass Guanstone, that's actually pretty useful for us. We'll go and check that out. I think it is. Oh no, it's just this item that for some reason hasn't been stolen by the rat. I'm not exactly sure why that is, but I'll take it, I guess. But yeah, room creation, that was a really rewarding process, a really rewarding sort of thing to get involved in, because it allowed me to do something. It allowed me to do something that I've kind of wanted to do for a long time. I actually thought most of you won't know this because I'm pretty sure this was before I did any YouTube stuff. But I did create a room pack for The Binding of Isaac, which contained around 60 or so rooms, which I never really posted online or anything. I kind of kept it just to myself and just played it in my own time. But I really enjoyed making that too, and that's because Binding of Isaac had an official room creator. And even when I was just creating rooms without the room creator with Apache, I still really enjoyed that process as well. Can you stop, sir? I really enjoyed that process as well. That was really fun. But as soon as Kyle sort of got that room creator up and running, it became so much more. And like I said, it really allowed me to play around a lot more than I was expecting to be able to with it. And I learned a hell of a lot through that process. Like, I do commend Dodge Roll. As much as their coding is kind of shoddy, and you can kind of tell that this was sort of the first thing they made, in many aspects. I mean, it works, it comes together, and it's supported all of this extra content that people have created for it. But yeah, I really like respect them for the rooms that they created and how well they actually work. Like, it's kind of crazy to think that they created this many rooms and made sure they were all balanced and fun and intriguing. Now, I will agree that there's probably a lot of rooms that are too easy, but that's not really for me to say at my level of playtime on this game. Like, for plenty of people, I'm sure that's not the case. But yeah, it's very interesting. They did a really good job of, like, sticking to their own style and keeping things consistent in terms of both design and difficulty, and then at the same time kind of giving each floor its unique styling and giving each floor something different. Like, that's not easy to do. Like, I sort of learnt firsthand when I was, oh my god, I sort of learnt firsthand when I was creating rooms for different floors that it's not always so easy to style rooms differently for different floors in a way that's actually good. Like, it's very easy to change the style of rooms between floors, but you need to do it in a way that makes sense, in a way that's actually interesting. You don't want to change the style for the sake of it. Like, I feel like with some of the room creators out there, or some of the custom rooms out there that exist, and I'll even say it's the same for some of my rooms that exist, they're different for the sake of being different. They're not good. They're not different in a really interesting way. They're just different for the sake of being different. For the sake of being something that Gungeon doesn't normally have. Like, obviously, most people here will know that I've created these really large rooms that honestly didn't really work out. They were really poorly received by a lot of Retromations fans, and it probably gave me quite a lot of bad press in the room creation business for a little while there. And there's still probably a good few rooms in Expand the Gungeon that need some balancing passes and things. Oh my god, every time he fires it scares me. Oh my god, I'm in a blank. It's not worth losing armor. I've got enough blanks. But yeah, like, hey, thank you. I think I sort of learned a lot there that making rooms bigger and visually interesting isn't a particularly good thing. It took me... Ooh, my alarm's going off. It took me a little while to learn that, and I had to go through multiple phases of balancing before they got into a place where people were okay with them. And even now, they only tolerate them. That doesn't mean by any means at all that they're good. People tolerate them. And it's like, I could just delete them, but I put a lot of effort into them, so I wanted to try and make them work. And yeah, I think that happened with a lot of room creators. Now, there is a lot of new room packs out there that I still haven't tried. Like, honestly, the past, like, probably 2 months of Gungeon modding have completely, like, gone past me. Ooh, we got the quest log here. I'll take that. I might as well call this in. Yeah, they've kind of completely flown me by. Clear 7 rooms, cool. I haven't really paid too much attention to the modding community, or at least the new mods that we're releasing, apart from updates to the ones that I already have. And I need to go and sort of take a little look, because, I mean, it's kind of, as soon as Retromation ended this series, about a month after that, most mod creators kind of slowed down their process. I know that Nice Enough, never named, of course, is still working on stuff, and Neighborino is kind of starting back up some of his modded stuff, which is very interesting to see. Never remember how to fight this guy. But yeah, it's oh my god. I've used both my blanks already. Right, I need to pause a sec because I've got an itchy ear at the worst possible time. My god. Oh my god, no. Just stop, sir. Oh my god, I've not seen this attack before and I love it. How is this not lagging the game? Like, genuinely? This is the coolest. I got hit by it a lot, but that was really cool. Ah, fuck. I'm definitely going to die to this guy. I got to admit, I don't really know what I'm doing here. I love the baby cannonballs. Spcreat. I gave Spcreat that idea, and he executed it perfectly. Okay, so I get how to get past that attack now. Just stay as far back as possible. Use a homing weapon. Really helps out. Actually, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Good, good, good. Hey, we got a really good gun as well. Okay, this is going well. I can't remember what I was talking about, but this is going well. But yeah, I know that Cell sort of has entered retirement. Kyle has as well. I spoke to Kyle actually today on that stream, which was pretty awesome. But yeah, Cell sort of retired, but Cell's doing some interesting stuff now. I'm not gonna delve into any of the real details of it because I don't know if I'm allowed to. I don't really want to spoil anything for her. But Cell's been kind of getting into game creation and showing me some of the stuff she's been doing, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Like, if that ever comes to fruition, I know it could be a long time before anything solid comes out of that, but I really commend her for giving it a go and trying that out. It's very, very commendable what she's doing. Really putting a lot of effort into learning things like 3D modeling and stuff. It's really cool. I kind of wish I had that sort of dedication to learning. Like, oh my god, I'm getting hit so much. I just don't. I got to admit, I do not have the time. Not the time, really. I don't have the attention span to sit down and teach myself a skill. Like, there's certain things that I will, but mostly, like, I don't know. I'm a shit, is essentially what I'm saying. Mostly, I'm a shit. Okay, this guy needs to chill. We're doing pretty well this run. I swear, whenever I mindlessly ramble, I do so much better in this game. In this mod, sorry. Like, whenever I'm just mindlessly chatting about modding or otherwise, it's crazy. It's crazy. So I'm gonna keep mindlessly rambling and see if it keeps up. Yeah, another thing that I've been like really sort of excited for and sort of involved in recently is the build up and the hype for Repentance for the Binding of Isaac. Ooh, thank you. Very, very useful. Yeah, the build up and the hype for Repentance. They've been started doing blog posts and it's now got a Steam page and everything, and it's showing signs of coming out soon. And oh boy, am I hyped to all shit about that game. It's going to be dope. Right, we are in a sticky situation here, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to get behind cover and use homing shots. Okay, I would really like you to home onto the right enemy there. Okay. I forget how much these little dudes bully us. Oh, fuck, fuck, fuck. The cube! All fear the cube! Why didn't I think of the fear hat for the little dudes? Give me a heart, come on. That's good enough. Close enough, game. But yeah, I've been watching all the blog posts and sort of I've been on the Discord. Oh my god. On the Discord regularly looking for like new updates that have been coming out. Oh my god. And there's just so much content, like so much stuff, and it just really feels like it's an update that is hopefully gonna just completely fix the game. It's gonna make the game feel whole again. I say again, I mean, I suppose it felt whole at Rebirth, but like, there's so many things they added or did in the game that just from a little bit of tweaking could have so massively improved. And it looks like they're taking the initiative and taking the time to do all of that said tweaking, which I'm super happy about. Okay, beware the cube. Beware the cube. Oh my god, the cube. It reminds me of the meme with Heavy, where it's like, I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me. And it really does. Fear the cube, people. Fear the cube. Okay, it's looking... I've got to say, it's looking bleak. The future does not look so bright for the TurtleMelon right now. But I have to say... We gave it our all. I didn't see what our quest was either. We gave it our all. We tried our darndest. And there's nothing more you can ask. Also, is that a jammed ghosty boy? Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, fuck! Ah, you bitch. The jammed ghosty boy got me. Of course he did. Of course he did. Right, we'll do one more. I was debating ending it there because that was a really solid run, and I kind of want to end on a high note, and fourth floor for me is a high note. But we will continue. We will continue. But yeah, I don't know how many of you out there are like that into the Binding of Isaac or have really been following the development of Repentance at all. I know that a few people out there that I spoke to recently that have played Isaac didn't even know about Repentance, and my god, I opened their eyes to something so beautiful. But yeah, so I think that's going to be super dope. And if anyone out there hasn't played Isaac yet, when Repentance drops, definitely give that thing a look. It's going to be just so insanely beautiful. And it's probably going to be one of the best additions to a roguelike in terms of DLC, at least what I'm hoping. Like, I know that's, like, getting my hopes up probably way too much, but the fact that they basically hired all the development team from Antibirth, which were insanely talented modders, to actually work on the DLC that it's based on, is so good. So good. So I'm really hopeful for it, at least for now. At least until I see otherwise, I'm very hopeful. Another thing that's kind of in the YouTuber sphere for me, for one, Darkest Dungeon is a brilliant series. Please go and watch it. I hope you enjoy. I will say that whenever I get the chance because it's one of my favorite series and I really highly recommend it. But also, Darkest Dungeon's getting a board game. So I don't know how many of you know about the Four Souls board game, which was the Binding of Isaac board game, which I still need to do a YouTube video on. I've got the tabletop simulator ready to go to play that with some people on YouTube, but I never really got around to it. But Darkest Dungeon is now getting a similar one. But the cool thing about the Darkest Dungeon one, so it's also a Kickstarter like Four Souls was, but I don't know how many of you have played Dungeons and Dragons or had miniatures before. For those of you that don't know what miniatures are, it's literally just like a tiny little statue of an in-game character or monster or beast or whatever. I'll show open that up. Crantering is garbage. But yeah, essentially, it comes with loads of them for... Please don't be angry. Okay, thank God. Oh, I should have got the RGG. It's so good. But yeah, it essentially comes with loads of them for the game. Oh my God, Casey. Okay. It comes with them for loads of the different characters of the game, and you have to paint them yourself, which people may be thinking, oh, that's a bit shit. Nope. I want to paint them. I spent the better part of an entire day. Wow. I thought Chloranthy would give me a little bit of vigor rolling over this gap. It did not. But yeah, I spent like the better part, if not the whole day, painting a Darkest Dungeon miniature that I bought. I bought the collector online and had to paint it with a friend. And oh my God, it was such a chill, relaxing day. It was so therapeutic, and I kind of want to buy the board game just for the miniatures so that I can spend the time painting them, which is probably pretty dumb to most people, but I don't know. That excites me. Oh my God, there's a key boy. I need you in my life. Got you. Oh my God, how did I still get hit by that? Lol. I just LOL'd. Okay, how did I not get hit by that is the question. Casey is doing us a great job right now. Keep it going, you beautiful fella. Oh my God, no. This attack is brutal. Oh, hello. There was a rubberkin there that, like, basically just tried to get down Mr. President and completely failed. Okay. Ow. Okay, I still got hit by that as well. Ayo, what we got here? Shock bullets. Shock rounds. They're all right. 35 for the RGG. Come on, game. Give me a few more smackaroons. You know you can do it. You know you can do it. Hey! The smackaroons I deserve. The smackaroons I desire. The RGG. A weapon that rolls random stats. It has the chance to be utter garbage or completely amazing. The past few times I've had it, it's been really good. This time included. This time included. Fuck. Jammed bird. Jammed bird, people. It's the Gatling Gun room. Yeah, so this thing should be pretty pogged out of its gourd. Damn it. I did the thing I didn't want to do. Right, just be hot on the finger with a blank. Is all I'm saying. No! The dropped frame. It lagged. It lagged, I swear. I don't know if you saw it, but it definitely lagged and it fucked me so hard. God damn it. Okay, I got set on fire and kind of killed myself there. That's my own fault. We'll leave it there. I think that's a good stopping point for this episode. Like I said, I tend to keep these episodes a little bit on the shorter side than my regular Gungeon series, but hopefully you guys like it that way. I don't know. That's another thing you guys will have to let me know about. If you'd like to see a few more attempts at the end of the video, then just leave a comment, let me know. Either way, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.